Why are you on planet Earth? Have fellowship with God. And how do we do that? Worship. God wants to meet you. God wants to meet with you, not just meet you as an introduction. He wants to do that too if you don't already know Him. But He wants to meet with you. Look, I want to go back to Genesis. And God meets with Adam daily, right? Said He meets with him, walks with him, talks with him. They were intimate. They shared. They shared the deep things. I don't think there's anything God would have hidden from him or not told him or let him know. But after the fall, look, it wasn't about an apple. You understand that, right? It was not about a fruit whatsoever. It was about obedience. So because of a lack of obedience, Adam could no longer worship. Now, because Adam could no longer worship, God starts seeking for him. And He says, Adam, where are you? Adam, where are you? Do you see the picture? Where was God going to meet Adam? Where did they meet every day? Where did they walk together in the cool of the day? What was taking place when this was going on? How did God meet with him? In worship. As Adam worshiped, he walked with God. He experienced God. God spoke with him. God shared with him. God directed him. They just loved on each other in worship. But when disobedience came in, and Adam could no longer enter into worship because of disobedience had built a wall between him and God, God comes to the place and says, where are you, Adam? Where are you? I'm waiting for you where you've worshiped me every day, but you're not here. Now, I'm talking about an all-knowing God, an omnipotent God. But He couldn't access Adam because Adam had removed himself from obedience, which took him out of worship. Where's God going to meet with you? God's the same yesterday, today, and forever. If He met with Adam at a point of worship, where does He want to meet with you? It's not just in the middle of chaos. It's in worship. It's in worship. It's in worship. You get that? What's your purpose? To worship God. It's no different than the purpose Adam had. It was to worship God. It was to have fellowship with God. It was to share intimate moments with God. But it happens in the confines of worship. God made man and woman. And for what reason? So we have someone to go through life with. So we have a partner. So we have someone to share with. We have someone to be intimate with. And He makes this thing called the confine of marriage, and that's where that's supposed to happen. And I know it's been twisted and perverted by the world, but that's the way God designed it. That's just like a picture of worship. So God wants to meet with you. God wants to have intimacy, but He can't do it outside the confines of worship. He's not going to do it. He can't do it. It's where He's going to meet with you, and He's waiting, and He wants to meet with you. Understand, worship means to have intimacy with God. It's not about songs. It may include a song. It may not. It's not 3 songs at the beginning of service, of church service. We call that worship time. But look, if you weren't worshiping before you got here, if you weren't living a lifestyle of worship before you came in, how are you going to enter worship in 3 songs? Your life's not changed in 3 songs. It's a developed lifestyle that's moment by moment, every day of you spending time intimacy with God. How is a marriage built? I want you to think about worship and very closely associated with marriage. How is a healthy marriage built? In an instant? Love at first sight and then it's bliss from here on out like on a Disney movie? That's not reality. The reality is it's a day by day. It's a moment by moment. It's sharing experiences, right? The good ones and the bad ones. It's sharing them all. It's about times of intimacy. It's about going through times of chaos together, right? Yeah. It's about tiptoeing through the tulips. But it's also about walking through the depths of hell. You got that? And it takes both. So when we think about that in the structure of worship or under the title of worship, it's about going through your daily life with God. It's about sharing with God every day. Whatever it is you're doing, He wants to be a part of. He just wants to be a part of it. What are your hobbies? What do you do in a day? Well, what's your job? Well, we'll do it with Him. Share it with Him. Go through it and experience it with Him. Make Him a part of it. If you make Him a part of it, you realize how much joy you'll get out of it. It goes to a whole nother level when you make God a part of what you're doing. You'll see a facet of your hobby you never saw before when you make God a part of it. I promise. I challenge you. Give it a shot. Worship Him. Here again, I'm not talking about singing a song. It may include a song. It may not. It's about being intimate with God. It's a lifestyle. It's not an event. It's not just something we do, but it's how we live.